Hi, good morning everyone. Let's get started with the next topic, which is on SAP NetWeaver administration. Basically, I just want to cover the monitoring and troubleshooting aspect in this particular topic. Basically, what is the daily checklist when an engineer is on in office, and what are the day-to-day activities he need to perform. So first thing is, what we'll be covering is how to perform daily monitoring of Java stack in SAP. We'll see what all the daily checks need to be performed. We'll go through the access management console. We'll see the session monitoring. We will be reviewing the various Java reports which are available, what is the significance of them, how to see the logs, traces. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing is, how do we connect? Basically, to connect to a Java system or a Java stack, we'll go to this particular URL called system name colon. Here you can see this particular URL. Let me open it for you. Okay, so basically the URL name is going to be system name. Okay, it could be an FQDN colon 5, then system number, then 00. Okay, slash IRJ slash portal. Okay, this is going to be the key URL for logging into a SAP NetWeaver Java stack system. Okay, so depending on what port this runs, say for example, if you are running on port 0, system number is 01, you need to give this information as 01. Okay, so it depends on what port you want to access. Say for example, this is the port that I have is, okay, so let's see this. Okay, so this is the system that I have, and the port number is 00. So we are connected to this system. Okay, so when we are connected to the system, this is the screen that you are going to see. Let me minimize the screen so that you get a view of most of the objects, the tabs which are there. So I just wanted to go to the key tabs. Say the first key tab is the system administration. So basically here you can see key things like you have system configuration. Okay, in system configuration we'll see what are the things available, but before that let's go to the other tab. You have the transport tab. Okay, in the transport tab here you can see you can perform export import activities. Then there is a monitoring tab here. Okay, in the monitoring tab you are seeing the different objects which can be monitored. Okay, so you can see these what you are trying to monitor. Then there is a permissions tab. This is key component, we'll go through in details later. Okay, so basically what type of portal permissions are there, what is the SAP authorizations. Okay, then the next tab is on the system landscape. Okay, so in the system landscape here you basically we can have the system architecture. Then we have a federated portal. Federated means that you are getting or receiving data from different SAP portal system. Okay, then you have the support tab. So some support related activities can be performed from here. You have tools like migration tools, you have PCD tools, and then the next tab is on the content statistics. Okay, in the content statistics basically you are seeing the activity report. Okay, so here this is basically a data collector. Configuration can be done here. You can download the data and review the pages, who is accessing what type of report and all that information. Okay, so let's get started with the topic for this discussion, which is on the monitoring. So let me go to the monitoring tab here. Okay, in the monitoring tab Okay, so in the monitoring tab, what we are seeing here is we are seeing basically in the portal what can be done. That is, we have a lock monitor, we have search criteria, that is we can check using user ID, using object URL. So this is one way we can basically, here what we are doing is it enables you to locate object being edited and currently in locked mode. Say if you want to modify an object, you cannot modify it, or it's being locked, so this is where you can come. So that is one feature of monitoring. Okay, let's go to the other features of monitoring. Basically, here you can see this is a NWA tab. Say to come to this particular tab, we can just type as the system name colon 5, then system number, then 00/NWA. Okay, so it will take us to this particular tab. Okay, so it's a case sensitive. Okay, so now we are in this particular tab. Here you can see the availability and performance tab is here. Okay, in the availability tab, here you can see, if you click on this tab, you can see a good overview of your system. You can see the number of users here, basically the number of sessions. You have ICM. Here you have central services, which is consisting of NQ server and the message server. This is application server Java. Okay, you have external systems, the logs, the operating system. Basically in the operating system box you can see the CPU usage, the memory utilization. Okay, then in the application server Java tab you can see the nodes which are there, how many nodes are there, how many threads are running, license and certificates, number of connections. Okay, then you have the VM, which is the virtual memory. Okay, so this is giving you a quick overview of the components which are in green, components which are in red, components which are in gray. Okay, so green means there are no issues there. Okay, so say for example I want to see the ICM request. I can just click on this particular tab, and just the moment you click there, it will show administrate ICM. I'll just click on administrate ICM, and it will take me to this particular page where I can administer this particular ICM component. So I won't go there, but I just wanted to show you guys how basically this is a central location from where you can go to the multiple places. Okay, then we have things like application server Java node. You can manage Java server node from here. Okay, so it will take you to this particular tab where you have the particular instance. Okay, basically this is the instance that is there, and in that instance you can see there are 3 different Java processes which are running, and it shows what is the name of the Java process, what is the type of the Java process. And if you see the next tab where you have the OS processes, you can see these are the 2 key OS processes that are running. Okay, so that is about the Java instance. Then let's go to the Java services tab. Here you will see all the Java services which is running on this server. Okay, so in case if you want to see the details of a particular service, just click on that service. Here you can see the details about the service, and if I just scroll down here, you can see this service is running on this host with the status as enabled. Okay, so same thing goes for any other services. So here we can come and stop and start a particular service if it is not already stopped and started. Okay, then let's go to the next tab, which is on Java applications. So in this tab you can see the different applications, their status, the vendor who has provided this particular application. So our main focus in case suppose we need an application which need to be in running state, we can just come here and just click on that particular application and it will be started. Okay, just click on the start tab and the application will get started. Okay, so that is, here you can see the message is application is starting asynchronously. That means that the application is being started, and once the application start is complete, if you refresh it, the tab, you will see this particular screen is refreshed to green. Okay, so that is about this particular tab. Here if we see the more actions, we'll see the different logs for this. You can see the application component information. Okay, so let's go back over here, and here in this NWA there is one very important and key feature that I wanted to show you guys, is a search feature. Okay, what is this search capability? This is very good feature. Basically, if you want to search, say for example, I want to find out, say, the SSL installed. I just click on SSL, I just type SSL here and click on go. It will say that what are the activities which is related to SSL. So we can just perform the activity. Say in case if we forget something, this is the way to come and check. Okay, say for example, I am looking at something called JCo, that is a Java connectors. I will just click here. It will show me that okay, I can create the Java destination, I can monitor the Java destination from here. Okay, let's go back to our previous tab, which is application monitoring. Okay, so let's go to the other activity, say the logs tab. Here you can see that this box is having the logs. Okay, so let me click on this. Here we can view the logs, view the history, configure the threshold. Say for example, I want to view the logs. I will just click on this, and here you can see that it has taken me to a log viewer where I can see the different logs and see what is the issue there. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I'll just click here again, and if I want to configure the threshold, I will just click on configure threshold. So here I can configure the different threshold for this. Okay, so this is basically showing how easy it is in SAP NetWeaver 7.3 Java based or Java based systems. Say for example, I want to see the license or certificate, or I want to see the licenses, or I want to see the services which has failed. Just click here and view failed services. It will take me to the service which has failed. Okay, so let's see, say for example, I want to see the NQ server. Okay, I will just click on the NQ server and view the logs. So how many logs are there in the system? Just click on that and it will take me to the NQ server. So this basically is a kind of a dashboard which is created in NetWeaver 7.3, and we can come here and monitor the different activities. Okay, say for example, I want to see the CPU usage. Okay, so let me click on the view history, and here it's showing up the graph over here. So basically from the dashboard, I just click on the CPU usage. It has taken me to this particular graph. Okay, so graph, you can have a single chart per node, and the refresh frequency you can configure, you can view it according to your requirement. So this is the display part. You can configure also from here. You can just come here and configure the different the reporting parameters here. Okay, so that is about the utilization configuration. Basically, the utilization means I am talking about the CPU, memories, and the disk space. Say for example, I want to see the disk space utilization. I can see on this tab, which is hard disk. Okay, in the operating system, just click on this hard disk tab. You can see three things: view disk details. I can see the disk details. Okay, then if I just go back here, you can see that what is used, what is not used. Okay, and let's go back. Okay, if I go back and say, let's say for example, I am interested in seeing process monitoring. Okay, so here you can see there is a tab called guided procedures. So guided procedures, basically, let me show you what the guided procedures are. Okay, so here basically you can configure different activities. Okay, things like transports, you can manage your transports from here. Okay, you can manage your GP content, process instances, queues, okay, composite forms. Okay, so let me go back and let's go to the resource monitoring. Okay, in resource monitoring, here you can see the session management. Okay, if I click on the session management, it provides me the information about total number of requests, total number of active requests, longest active request, longest response time, overall CPU usage, overall DB time, allocated memory, tracing options. Okay, so basically we can find out by session as well, that is which session is using how much resources and how many active requests are there on the system. Okay, so that is about the session management. Let's say I want to see the logs. Okay, if I just click on this, it will show me that okay, these are the different Java logs. If I want to see system performance statistics, okay, so from there I can come to the different performance statistics. Okay, so here we can see the different performance statistics, and if I see here, I have the option to select the start date, the instance on which I want to filter on, start time for period, protocol, basically is it HTTP or HTTPS, action type. Okay, then the call list. So here we can select a particular request, or if I just click on go, it will show me what all the different requests have come during this particular time period. So this is one way of performing the performance monitoring, performance statistics in the system. Then let's see the history report. So let me go to the history report, and here you can see the this is the default report that is created. I can configure the different report that I want. Okay, I can configure some other reports as well, like usage type and waiting task, queue overflow. So these are the different reports that can be configured. Okay, so let's see, the next is the distributed transaction. Okay, you can do the distributed transaction monitoring from here. Okay, then let's see about the JCo monitoring. So JCo monitoring, basically it provides administrative access to the JCos specifically for monitoring connections, displaying and deleting cached metadata. So let's go to the JCo monitoring. Okay, so basically here we can see the different JCos which is defined. We can go to the metadata, and if we want to clear the cache, we can clear it. Here we can see if it is there, we can enable the trace as well for JCo monitoring. Okay, so that is about JCo part. Okay, let's go to the other monitoring activities. Say for example, let me take you to this tab called troubleshooting. Okay, so this is, we are still in the NetWeaver administration tab, and I am going to a troubleshooting tab right now. Okay, in troubleshooting tab we have seen some of this like system information. So let's go to the system information tab. So it gives me information about this instance, what all is there, what is the database, what is the SCS instance, on which port it is running, then details about this particular instance. Then we have the component information, that is which component and what version, what is the location, and all that information. Okay, so that is about the component info. Okay, so we can see the history as well. Say for example, I have gone to 10 different tabs. I can see, okay, this is what I have gone. Okay, so that is about this particular tab, and then if I go to my workplaces, here you can see the recently used. Okay, then you can go to the favorites, you can create your favorites here. Okay, so then let's go to the tab called operations. Basically you can start and stop your applications from here. Okay, so that is about this particular monitoring from NWA interface. Okay, the other activities that I wanted to show you guys is the SAP Management Console. Okay, here you can see this is the SAP Management Console, and if I just click on this tab, you can see the Java applet is starting. Okay, and this applet is going to show me the details about the system. So basically if I just click on it's coming up, it will take some time. Okay, so basically I am able to perform all my monitoring activity. This is basically like SAP MMC. Okay, so we can, I'll just click on the start tab. Okay, it's still coming up, so let it come. So by the in the meantime, let's go to the other activity. So basically what we have seen so far in the monitoring, Java monitoring part, is we have seen how to access the portal. Okay, how we can access the portal administration tab, how we can see the different reports. Okay, so that is about accessing the different reports, and here you can see that the SAP Management Console is up. Okay, now if I expand this, it is showing that this is the instance, this is the database, and this is the Java instance, this is SC00. Basically it is showing that okay, what errors has occurred and which system it is running, what is the operating system. Okay, then we can see the process list. Okay, so here basically these are the access point, that is what port HTTP is running, RFC is running, NQ is running, message server, HTTP. So different access points are there. Okay, then we have the different services which is running. These are the list of the services which is running. Then here you can see the different log files which are there. Okay, so these are the different logs files are present. So that is about the different monitoring stuff that I wanted to go through use for you guys. Okay, so the alerts which has come in the system. Okay, so if you expand this, you can see these are the different alerts. Say for example, operating system alert, your CPU usage is more than 90%, so the tab is showing as red. Say for example, if I go here, I can see the garbage collector. Okay, so memory allocated is more than this. Okay, here also you can see this particular JVM issue, it is exceeding the threshold. See, okay, so these are the different tabs which is present. So these are the activities that you can perform. Say for example, ICM related stuff is here. Okay, then if I expand over here, this is AS Java, so process table. Okay, then you have the applications, you have the caching information, threads, sessions, garbage collector history, heap memory utilization. Okay, so then if I come to the ICM tab, okay, you can see the different work processes, worker threads there. Okay, connection list, okay, cache list, proxy list. Okay, then here you have the different log files. So basically you have seen that these are the things which can be configured from the monitoring perspective. These are the monitoring tools that you have. You can come and use these tools. Okay, and you can go directly as well. Say for example, if you want to go to say for example, let's take you to the different other tabs. Okay, so here we have seen the different activities, like say for example, let me take you to the system admin tab. Okay, so here you can see this is system information is there. So if I just click on the system information, it will take me to the different component information stuff. Okay, so then let's go back. Okay, then we have operations. In the operations you have system measurement, basically measure and report license usage. You have data and databases. Okay, you have the different jobs, processes and tasks. Okay, then in the configuration tab, okay, if you want to configure single sign-on, you can do it from here. SSL can be done from here. Certificate and keys, destinations, identity management, basically this is the UME engine. So pretty much most of the configuration stuff can be done from this particular GUI central instance, and if you are not sure what you want to do, you can just search it here. Say for example I want to search the keys, so it will take me to the key storage. Okay, if I want to search, say for example, destinations that we just saw, okay, so it will take me to the different destinations. So just to show you guys what is destination is, basically if I just click on the destination, here you can see that, okay, what is the SLD providers, what is the SLD clients that we have. Okay, then if suppose for example I want to see the JCo destinations, I'll just click on the JCo connection and we should be able to see the different JCos present. Okay, the next thing is that I wanted to show you guys is about the IRJ portal. You can see this is the URL as IRJ portal. Okay, in the IRJ portal you are seeing things like cache management, runtime settings. Okay, then you have the support related stuff. Okay, in the support related stuff you have things like PCD tools, migration tools. Okay, so this is basically I wanted to cover in this particular training session.